We decided to leave Port O'Connor for a couple of days and stay in our motorhome at George's brother's house. Our daughter Lucy and our grandson Gabriel have joined us. They plan on going back to Port O'Connor with us to go to the beach and spend some time with us this weekend before we leave for Alaska.
Lolly? Lolly? Is everything okay? Well, the toilet has a clog. Oh. And so I'm trying to use some hot water, hoping that it'll help dissolve the toilet paper. Is that what you're feeling? Well, it's been a little stressful. She's gonna cry. I just want my home back. So a little bit of regret. Yeah, if I could like snap my fingers and go home. Yeah, I think I would. What have you been doing for your first week on the road? Well, we went to Port O'Connor and we've been staying there. It's been a little bit of normalcy, but it's very small. It's 500 square feet, and so it's tight. And now we're in the motorhome, but there's a storm coming, so for now we can't go back to Port O'Connor. We're trying to get everything ready to leave next week to go to Alaska. And you just clogged the toilet? The toilet's been clogging, and last night it rained and water was coming in, and the air conditioner leaked the night before that. So we've run into a few bumps in the road, and so it's making me just like want to go back home, but I don't have a home to go back to.
There's a storm headed to the coast near Port O'Connor, so we decided not to go back there and instead stay a couple more days in the motorhome and spend time with family.
Now give me the highlights of the trip. Gaby said Lolly.
Of what trip?
This trip.
Bye.
Bye. Say Lolly.
Bee. Lolly. Okay, so we were getting close to being ready to leave. We were planning on leaving next week and having a nice weekend this weekend with our kids and with Gabriel before we hit the road. But we found out that the governor of Alaska, as of August 11th, is making it mandatory you have a negative test result for coronavirus before entering Alaska. We don't want to have that thing stuck up our nose, so we're going to try to leave as soon as possible. George, are you ready to put it in high gear and hit the road?
Yes, I'm almost ready.
Are you getting nervous? Excited? All of the above?
I don't know, I haven't had my coffee yet. Well, I open up boxes underneath the RV and there's stuff that I don't know what it is packed away. You know what I'm talking about.
I do not sneak stuff into the camper.
You're a hoarder.
I don't think there's room for anything else in this motorhome, except for maybe George, 3 dogs, and a cat.
Some more things out here.
Okay, is that everything?
I think so. Piggy, be nice. It's gonna be okay, Phoebe.
It's not going to be okay.
It's gonna be okay, George.
It's not going to be okay.
So we're taking like a 2-hour test run before we actually leave for Alaska tomorrow. We were planning on heading out for Alaska in the morning. We're completely loaded. We've been packing for days. Got the dogs and the cat loaded. Headed to tell our family goodbye and leave in the morning. And now what's going on?
So we were planning on leaving a week from today. And Alaska just passed an ordinance that said you have to have the nose swab and test negative 5 days before you hit their border. Okay, so we pack everything up in the motorhome and we're going to make a run for it. And today, Canada says that Americans have been misbehaving. And because of that, they are enforcing a new rule that as you travel through Canada, they can fine you $560,000. And they put a placard on the front of your vehicle that says how much time they've allowed you to get to one side, to get from one end of the border to the other. And so it's usually 3 to 4 days. Well, what if I have a blowout? What if I have engine trouble?
So you're not feeling good about
$560,000 loss? Not really, no.
So you're thinking about turning the rig around and calling it quits?
Gonna try to find me because I didn't make it through on time.
So, I mean, is there still a chance that we're going to leave tomorrow? Because if there is, I would like to go pick up Gabriel so I can spend a little time with him before we leave.
What are your thoughts on trying it?
I don't know. I'll just keep praying for clarity and telling God I'll follow your lead. So it's up to you. If we are going to leave, if there's even a chance we're going to leave tomorrow, then I want to go get Gabriel so that I can spend some time with him.
Well, I don't think there's anything that's going to make me certain that they're not going to give me a ticket for not making it through on time. There's nothing that I've read. They don't want us there.
So is your mind made up? I mean, I just need to know if it's not 100% made up, then I want to go get Gabriel so that I get a little Gabriel time in case we,
well, if between now and then, if I saw something that said, they're not, going to try to find you if you don't make it through on time.
Okay, so your mind's not 100% made up, so maybe I ought to go get him.
But it's 90%.
Well, we could be living in Alaska in 2 weeks from now, or we could be deciding, stay here and be here in 2 weeks. So it's like we're at this crossroads right now. I think we because if we don't leave tomorrow, then our chance of getting there by the 10th is over. So it's like we have to decide tonight: are we going for it, or are we not?
After a lot of contemplation, we have decided we will leave in the morning, despite all of the stricter rules that Canada has put in place due to the COVID-19. So for now, we will enjoy one last evening with our son Carlton and our grandson Gabriel. In the morning, we will load up the animals and head out for Alaska.